Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen up to 22nd question. Now come to 23rd. Clear? Two particles A and B having the charge Q and 2Q after being accelerated through the same potential difference enter a region of uniform active field and describe circular path of radii 3r and 2r respectively. The ratio of mass A to that of B. 23rd question. Okay, two particles A and B. So charge of QA considered as given as Q. Next, charge of B given as 2Q. Next, accelerated through a same potential difference. Potential is remains same. Enter in the region of uniform magnetic field. Describe the circular path of radii 3r and 2r. So, RA is equal to 3r and RB is equal to 2r. The ratio of mass MA to mass B. Mass. They are the ratio of their masses. And in the information given, they accelerated through a same potential difference V and enter into the same magnetic field. Clear? So we have a equation. What is that? Radius equation. R is equal to mv by qb. This mv we expressed in energy. So in terms of potential also we expressed, that is 2mv by, that is actually 2me by qb we have seen in terms of energy. This energy in terms of potential, how do we write? E is equal to EV, or this we write QV, charge accelerating potential. So then this formula will become under root of 2mqv by qb. Okay, we follow this formula. One root q cancel. See, this V and B is remain same. So first we try to write the formula here. So what will be cancelled? Q and one here root q is there, q is there. One root q will be cancelled. This we can write 2mv by root q into b. So V and B are constant for both. This we can write under root of 2m by q. Clear? So this we can write r square is equal to 2m by q. We will follow this formula. Using this, we will try to find the answer. What did they ask? Mass ratio. From this, if you make it mass subject to m is equal to r square q by 2. Correct? Then ma by mb. How do we write? ra square qa by rb square qb. 2 will be cancelled. So now this is ra 3r square is there, 9r square, qa is q by rb 2r square, 4r square, and qb is 2q. q cancel, r square cancel, 9 by 8. Check the options. 9 by 8 or 9 is to 8. Option 2 is correct. Now come to 24th question. 23rd or 24th. A proton traveling with a speed v naught along the pass to x-axis, enter into a region of magnetic field where B is equal to B naught K cap, x greater than 0. It comes out of the region with speed v. Then v naught, v is equal to v naught at y greater than 0. V is equal to v naught at y less than 0. V greater than v naught at y greater than 0. V less than v naught at y less than 0. When charge particle enter into the uniform magnetic field, it follows the circular path. This all we have seen. When a particle moves in a circular path, direction of velocity changes, but not magnitude. Understand? Magnitude is remains same in a circular motion. Which magnitude? Velocity magnitude, but direction is changes. Understand? But here they given magnitude. So what does it mean? Magnitude is not changes. So we need to find that is greater than y or less than y. Clear? That we need to decide according to options. Now they given one figure like this, x-axis and y-axis, but field is acting along k. B is equal to, they given what did they give? B is equal to B naught K cap given. K cap means positive z direction. This is positive x direction. This is positive y direction. Okay, field is acting along k. So this is B naught K cap. Velocity entered along charge particle entered along x-axis. This is B I cap. Which charge particle given? Positive charge particle. So plus q. Then first we need to find the direction where it moves. So what do we do? Direction, force direction. F. What is the force formula? F is equal to q into V cross B. We need to do cross product V to B. I cross K. If you do I cross K, what do you get? Minus J. Minus J means it's deviate towards, as soon as it moves, it turn to which direction? Y. Negative Y means it is less than 0 or greater than 0? It is less than 0. So Y less than 0. Velocity remains same. V is equal to V naught. Velocity is not changes but direction changes. They given magnitude. So magnitude remains same but it is less than 0. Clear? So option 2 is correct. Now come to 25th. 25th is a proton is moving perpendicular to the z-axis. The magnetic field B naught is present along z-axis, and the radius of the circle path is A. Angular momentum of the electron about z-axis. X, Y, Z. Proton is moving perpendicular to z-axis. Perpendicular to the z-axis means both two axes are there, x and y. So it may follow x or y. Magnetic field B naught is present along the z-axis. So B naught K cap. Okay, the radius of its turns, and it is moving the circular path with the radius r is equal to a. Angular momentum of the particle about z-axis they are asking. Angular momentum about z-axis. Clear? So what is radius formula? R is equal to mv by qb. Right? But here radius, according to formula, radius is r. But in a given question, radius given as a. So this a I can write. Instead of r, I am writing a. mv by qb. What they are asking? Angular momentum L they are asking. So angular momentum formula is what? L is equal to r cross p, or r into mv. From this, make it mv subjective. What do you get? mv is equal to a q b. B is given as b naught. So then this will be r is given as a. Clear? mv is this one, r is what? A. So a into a q b naught. This is a square cube b naught. So they given charge as E. So then what do we get? Here instead of Q, A square E B naught. This is the answer. Clear? Now 26th problem. A long straight wire along the z-axis carries a current in a positive z direction. The magnetic field vector B at a point having the coordinates 3, 4 in the z is equal to 0 plane. Now 26. Okay. X, Y, Z. Like this. Current is carrying along this z-axis. Clear? Positive z-axis I. They given one coordinate 3, 4. Y is 4. Yeah, 3. This is the point. This point coordinate here they are asking field vector B. Clear? So first we need to find the field here. So this distance from the z-axis we need to find. Clear? In this figure it is appears like this, but this is the figure actually. Point in the space here. This is the z-axis. Clear? In xy plane we need to find distance here. Clear? So this is x-axis, y-axis, and we need to find d. D, what will happen if you take this? Clear? Now this distance 3 and 4, this will become 5. And find the direction. This will act in this direction. Clear? Okay? So this is making an angle theta here. Then B is equal to straight conductor, infinite conductor at one point, mu naught I by 2 pi. D is what distance? 5. So this is equal to mu naught I by 50 pi. This is a magnitude. Here we need to find the vector for this position or this for a given coordinate. What is the coordinate? This is already given as 4. This is given. So this is 3, 4. So 3, 4. What is the vector direction? This one. If you shift this will act like this vector. Just to find the direction, I am shifting the vector. So this lies in negative x-axis and positive y. So this how can we write? Negative x-axis, positive y. So minus 3i plus 4j. Minus 3i plus 4j. Clear? This is one method. Or another method is what? If you make it, this is straight line. If you make this angle is theta and this angle also will be theta. This is 90. This will become 90 minus theta. Again, this is become what we will get. This is straight line. If this is 90 minus theta, this is 90. Obviously, this will become theta. Then this you make it vertical component will be what? B cos theta. And horizontal component is what? This is angle subtended at this side. So this component will be cos theta and this component minus, because negative axis, B sin theta. From this triangle sin theta cos theta you find, you will get the answer. So we will follow this only, because 2 into 5 here it is 10 only. Or if you follow this method, we will check the answer is. So this is 10 pi. What is the vector? J component is what? Cos theta. This is I component minus B sin theta I cap plus this is acting along y direction. So B cos theta j cap. Already this b we already calculated. What is this? B value is mu naught I by 4 pi. So no need to write this again here. Understand? This b already calculated magnitude mu naught I by 4 pi. So then this is minus sin theta I plus cos theta j. From this triangle find out sin theta. Sin theta is equal to what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Then this is 5 by 4. Cos theta, sorry, 4 by 5. Cos theta is equal to, what do you get? Hypotenuse, this is 5, adjacent side is 3. So 3 by 5. Then substitute this mu naught I by 4 pi minus sin theta value is what? 4 by 5. 4I by 5 plus 3 cos theta value is what? 3j by 5. So 5 comes up. This is 10 pi. 5 this is taking common. Mu naught I by 50 pi minus 4I plus 3j. Is there option? Yeah, minus 4I plus 3j is there. So you better follow this method. Clear? It is, if you take it this, it's giving wrong. This is wrong approach. Clear? Because previously what I have done here, minus 3I came. Okay? If you follow this, we will get the correct. So this is field vector B, and we make it this B into components along y direction, along x direction. This vector acting opposite, that's what I taken minus. This is acting up positive. Theta subtended side is always cos theta, other side is sin theta. Clear? And next 27. Next 27. A charged particle moves with a velocity v is equal to alpha I cap plus beta j cap. In magnetic field is given beta b is equal to delta I cap plus theta j cap. The force on the particle has magnitude F. V given, B given, they are asking F. Charged particle, did they mention? Not mention, just they ask the relation. Okay? Charged particle, let us consider Q. Then F is equal to what? Q into V cross B. Then first we will find this cross product I, J, K. Okay? First we need to write V. So alpha, beta, 0. Next B, field vector, that is small delta and theta 0. For I component 0 minus j. For I 0. For I what we do, we destroy this column, we will leave it and cross product 0. For j, this and this we will leave it again 0 plus k. For k, leave this column and this row. This column and this row. Then alpha theta minus beta delta. So F is directly proportional to alpha theta minus beta delta. Check the options. Alpha theta minus beta delta. Clear? Next, if F is equal to 0, what will happen? If F is equal to 0, then what happened? Alpha theta is equal to beta delta. So they have given for first option F is equal to 0. If they given opposite. If alpha theta is equal to beta delta, then what happened? F is equal to 0. This they given first one. Second one is F is directly proportional to alpha theta minus beta delta, and F directly proportional to alpha square plus beta square whole power of. This is wrong. Third, third is wrong. So given options, first one is 1 2 correct and 1 3 correct, 2 3 correct, 1 2 3 correct. Only 1 and 2 correct. Option A is correct. Clear? In option A, what did they give? 1 and 2 given. 1 we got it as this answer. Second we got it as this one. So option 1 is correct. Next 28. A particle having a charge per unit mass lambda is equal to, what did they give? What did they call this? Charge. Particle having a charge per unit mass. This is Q by M. Next, release at t is equal to 0 from the origin with the initial velocity v is equal to ui. V is equal to ui in a uniform magnetic field B. B is equal to minus B naught K cap. The velocity of the particle after t. Again, first we need to find the direction of the force. B is acting negative K direction, K cap, and V is acting along positive X axis. Force is equal to what? V cross B, I cross minus K. This is minus I cross K. I cross K we will get minus J. Minus of minus plus J. Force is acting along positive X axis. Positive by diagonal means force will experience like this. Understand? Now, if that makes an angle theta, if it is taken like this, if this is makes an angle theta, what do we get? Field vector B is equal to along x direction I cos. This is I cos theta means in according to options. Oh, they did not ask the field; they asked the velocity of the particle. Clear? So here they asked. This is makes an angle theta. Along x direction, what do you get? U cos theta I cap plus U sin theta j cap. Clear? First we will check this option, then we will find whether theta is correct or not. 28 given as 2 U cos theta I minus U sin theta j given. Beta is equal to B naught lambda theta. Clear? U I cap given, P cross I. Okay, the given option U cos theta I plus U sin theta j. This is correct. Now we need to find theta. Theta is equal to B naught lambda t, B naught lambda t, B naught lambda t is given. For all they given. But we need to find. This is not field. This is what velocity vector. Clear? So now theta we need to find. Theta is equal to what? How do we write? Angular displacement. So omega into t. Omega is actually formula angular velocity is equal to angular displacement by time. So theta is equal to omega t. So once we know the omega, it is easy. So we know the formula. What is that formula? R is equal to mv by q b. So v is equal to r omega. Already this formula is already given. But again I am saying, I am recalling this, how to get this omega. R cancel. Omega is equal to qb by m. Clear? What is q by m? Lambda. So this is lambda b. So we got omega, then theta is equal to lambda b t. But here b is given b naught. So lambda b naught t. Lambda b naught t. Option 2 is correct. Next 29. Two identical charged particles enter uniform magnetic field with the same speed but at an angle 37 degree and 53 degree with the field. The ratio of pitches of the helical path. So charged particle is not entering perpendicular to the field. Two
two particles identical, they are means they are same charges, same kind of charges. One is 37, another one is 53. Theta 1 is equal to 37 degrees, theta 2 is equal to 53 degrees. They are asking the ratio of pitches of helical path. P1 by P. What is pitch formula? V cos theta into T. T is time period. Okay, velocity remains same, obviously time remains same. Clear? Of course, we follow this formula. So V cos theta 1 T by V cos theta 2 T. V cancel, time period also same, cancel, and this is cos 37 by cos 57. This is 3 by 5, this is 4 by 5. 5 cancel, 3 by 4. Clear? Next 30. A charged particle moves along a circular under the action of possible uniform and steady electric and magnetic fields. Which of the following is possible? Charged particle moves along the circle under the action of possible uniform and steady electric and magnetic fields. Which the following is possible? When charged particle is enter uniform magnetic field in the same magnetic field, charged particle moving under the action of electric and magnetic field with the following is possible. Clear? Now, when a magnetic field, when a charged particle enter into the magnetic field, it follows the circular path. When a charged particle enter into the electric field, it experiences force in the direction of electric field or opposite to direction of field. But electric field is not deviates. So, which of the following is possible? E is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Not possible. E is equal to 0, B not equal to 0. Possible. E not equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Not possible. E not equal to 0, B not equal to 0. So fourth not possible. So option 2 is correct. Clear? Okay. In 30, option 2 is correct. Here in 29, here it is not 50, it is 53. Clear? So 30, option 2 is correct. When magnetic field is not equal to 0, it follows circular path. Now come to 31. Clear? A particle having a mass m and charge q is released from the origin in the region in which electrical magnetic fields are given by B is equal to B naught J and E is equal to E naught K cap. The speed of the particle as a function of its z coordinate. So they given like this: B is equal to B naught J cap. So B naught J cap acting along y direction. Next, E electric field. E is equal to, they given E K naught K cap, E naught K cap. What does it mean? It is acting along x direction, or sorry, z direction. This is equal to E naught K cap. This is B and this is E. What they are asking, the speed of the particle as a function of z coordinate. Clear? So what happened? Then this electric field pull the charged particle and this magnetic particle makes it takes into where the speed of the particle as a function of, but how particle and charge q released from the origin in the, okay, here they released q is equal to q only, u is equal to 0. Clear? As soon as it's released due to electric field, it accelerates. Its acceleration means, what is acceleration? A is equal to EQ by M. Clear? And its velocity gains. Due to this velocity, what happened? Again, it is entering into the perpendicular, it takes a circular path. But velocity magnitude is B is not changes, only electric field is changes. So initial velocity is 0.
Okay, its displacement, let us say S is equal to Z, it moves along the Z direction. Then final velocity we need to find. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. V square is V square. Initial velocity 0, 2 as it is. What is the acceleration? EQ by M. Displacement along Z direction is Z. So V is equal to under root of 2 EQ Z by M. Is there the 2 Q E naught? E is E naught by M. 4 is there, Q is there. Option 1 is correct. Check the options once. 31. 31 is given as the first option, okay. 30 is given as second option, okay, right. Now come to 32. Clear, this is we follow kinematics. You can also follow work energy theorem. Work done is equal to change in kinetic energies. Clear? Work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Means F into S is equal to half m V square minus half m U square. U is 0. Which force is acting? Electric force. So this is EQ. Displacement is what? Z. Half m V square. If you make it V subject to, you will get this one. So you can follow two methods. One is kinematics, another one is work energy theorem. Next, 32. A wire of length 10 cm carries a current 10 ampere kept in a external uniform magnetic field of a magnitude 2 milliweber. If the wire is inclined at 30 degrees with B, the magnetic force on the wire is. This is direct question. Length L is equal to 10 cm, so 10 into 10 power minus 2 meter, and current I is equal to what? 10 ampere. Next, magnetic field B is given 2 milliweber, 2 into 10 power minus 3 Weber. If the wire inclined is 30 degree, theta is given 30, they are asking force. What is the formula? F is equal to BIL sin theta. Substitute the values, you will get the answer. Okay. Now 33. We have a doubt on that. Okay, I will explain in the end of this chapter. Clear. Next, 34. 33 is pending. Now 34. Consider two wires A, B, C and P are carrying same current I are kept in the uniform magnetic field B. Then they are asking force relation. One wire kept like this in a uniform magnetic field, one wire kept straight. So this wire length is L. Again, this ends both are coinciding means they are at same level. Okay? Well, I already said when the conductor is placed, a curved conductor or bent conductor is placed in a uniform magnetic field, what do we consider? We need to consider effective length. This is straight, no problem. For this is the effective length. So then force formula is what? F is equal to BIL, perpendicular, theta is 0, then theta is 90, sin 90 is 1. For this force is BIL, for this also force is BIL. Then how do we write relation? F, A, B, conductor is ABC, ABC is equal to F, PR. Both conductors experience same force. Now come to 35. A square loop of side L hangs from an insulating hanger of spring balance. The magnetic field of strength B occurs only at lower edge. It carries a current I. The change in the reading of spring balance if the direction of current is reversed. Okay. Then F is equal to BIL sin theta. Both the cases theta is 90 degree. It is acting perpendicular. So F is equal to BIL. When current is reversed, then what happens? Force will act opposite. Then this is the first case. Second case, current reversed, then force will be minus BIL. They ask the change in force. Delta F is equal to F1 minus F2. Then this is BIL minus of minus BIL. Then this is 2BIL. Or if you take F2 minus F1, what do you get? Minus 2BIL. But they are asking change in the magnitude or change in the force in magnitude. That's all. Magnitude is 2BIL. You can take F2 minus F1 also. You will get minus 1. Of course, actually here they did not mention current direction. If the current direction mentioned, what do you get? Sometimes with this we do get minus, this we do get positive. If the current direction is not mentioned, so this I taken positive. If they mention, we may get minus BL and this we may get plus BL. In that case, we will get BIL, 2BIL. Understand? Clear? So current not mentioned, that's what I taken this one. Next, 36. A square loop of side B is placed in the distance B away from the long wire carrying the current I naught. If the loop carries a current I, then the nature of the force on the loop and its magnitude is clear. Now, one current carrying conductor is there here. This current is I naught. Next, a loop is placed like this. Okay, so this is A, B, C and D. From here to here is current carrying conductor to AB is B and this is also B. Okay, A to B is B. From conductor to this arc is B distance. And it is carries current I. Now what they are asking? They are asking force, nature of the force and magnitude. So for this conductor, this current carrying conductor developing magnetic field that B is equal to mu naught I naught by 2 pi. For this conductor I am calculating. For distance is what it? Distance between these two conductors is this is calculation for AB. Now field at this point is at this conductor is what? Mu naught I naught 2 pi B. Force experienced by this conductor. Follow this formula BIL sin theta. B is mu naught I by 2 pi B. This is B. I naught as it is. Clear? What is the length of the conductor? Again it is B. This is acting perpendicular. Then this is the force acting. This current is not I naught. You take it. This is I. Okay? In the options is B is there or not? It's there. So keep it as this. This is on this conductor. Now what is the nature of force? How do we decide? Again draw the coordinates. This is acting into x-axis. So cross product is what? Force cross product formula is what? F is equal to IL cross B. I is acting along J cross. This is acting into minus K. J cross minus J cross K. J cross K means it is I. Already minus is there, minus I means it attracts towards like this. And about this conductor experience force up, this conductor experience force down. These two will have same in magnitude, opposite in direction. Actually, as distance increases, magnetic field is decreases. So this experience maximum force like this. This conductor experience force like this, and here also this conductor experience force like this. As it is move away from the conductor, force gradually decreases like this. Why force decreases? As from this conductor, this length continuously increasing. Increasing means this B increasing. This B increasing means field decreases. That's why force decreases. But this magnetic force balanced by this force. This force, this force. So equal in opposite direction, it will become 0. Now come to this point. Here current moving like this and current comes like this. Clear? At this point, B is equal to what? Mu naught I naught by mu naught I naught by 2 pi. What is the distance from distance of CD from conductor is B plus B is what? 2B. Then this force, this is force of AB and this is force of CD. Mu naught I naught into current I, length is B by 2 pi into 2B. They mentioned L and B. The square root of side B placed at a distance B away from a long wire carries a current. If the loop carries a current, then the nature of the force on the loop and its magnitude. Clear? Then BB will be cancelled, but why the length they did not mention? Square root of side B. Clear? Anyway, we will try to find the answer. Now, here it is attracts current direction, reverse, then this will move away. Now, we have two forces FAB and FCD. Clear? FAB and FCD is there. In this, which force is greater, that we need to find. See, mu naught I naught IB, mu naught I naught IB. Here we have a 2 pi B, here we have a 4 pi B. Which is greater? This is greater. Then F is equal to FAB minus FCD. What is common in that? Mu naught I naught IB is common by 2 pi B is common. Then what do you get? 1 minus 1 by 2. Then this is mu naught I naught IB by 4 pi B. 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2. 2 into 2, 4. Which force is FAB dominating? Then it attracts towards the conductor. So mu naught I by 2 pi. Actually B also need to write here, but they did not write. So correct answer is second one, mu naught I by 4 by B attractive. Clear? Now 37. Three long parallel wires carrying a current 2A, 2 amperes, 4 amperes and 16 amperes are placed as shown. The net magnetic force on one if F1 and on 2 is F2, the value of F1 by F2. The force on 1 is F1, 2 is force on 2 is F2. Okay. Now 37. This is first conductor, second conductor, third conductor. Separation is D and D. It carries current I1. This is equal to 2 amperes. And this is carries current. Second conductor taking as I2 current. In second conductor is I2, 4 amperes. and I3 16 amperes. Okay, find place the net active force on one is F1. First we need to find out force on F1 or okay, we will take force. Now how do we find force? Force is equal to B I L sin theta. Okay, general formula. Then for force on F1 is equal to force magnetic field at 1, current in first conductor, length as it is, and sin theta. First we need to find this out. So we need to find magnetic field at first conductor due to this field. Both field is coming out. Okay, field due to second conductor. This I can write B2 is equal to mu naught I2 by, what is the distance from first conductor to second conductor? So this is infinitely long, so I am taking 2 pi d. Distance is d. Then B3 at first mu naught I3 by, what is the distance between first and third? 2 pi into 2d. These two are acting in same direction. Then the net field B is equal to, how do you write? Mu naught common 2 pi d is common. This we will get I2 by d plus I3 by 2. Already d common, so we simply I2 plus I3 by 2. Clear? I2 plus I3 by 2. Now this is of to be F1 is equal to this acting perpendicular sin 90 1. So mu naught I 2 pi d, or if you take 2 LCM, this will become 4 pi d I1. This we can write it as 2 I2 plus I2. This is F2. Clear? Next, this is force on F1. Next, we need to find second one. Second one, again same procedure. Second one force, how do we write? F2 is equal to B I2 L. Clear? Sin theta. Again we need to find B and the second conductor. Due to this field moving in, due to this field is coming out. So B1 field at first conductor mu naught I1 by, what is the distance between these two? Is d. So this is 2 pi d. Then B3 is equal to, B3 is at second one. So mu naught I3 by 2 pi d. Again distance is remains same. For this moving in, this is cross and this is coming out dot. Clear? Mu naught 2 pi d, mu naught by 2 pi d, mu naught by 2 pi d is common. I1 and I2, this is the strength of the magnetic field. Which current is more, I1 or I3? I3 more, means I3 dominates. Then B3 net field at this point, how do we write? Mu naught 2 pi d is common. This is I3 minus I2. Then F2 will be, B is mu naught by 2 pi d okay, B I am substituting, so I3 minus I2 into I2 L. This is I1, not I2. I1, okay? Clear? What they are asking? F1 by F2 they are asking ratio. So F1 by F2. In this ratio, what will be cancelled? Mu naught by pi d, mu naught by pi d cancelled. Here we have a 1 by 4 by 1 by 2. L also there, this L will be cancelled. Here we have, what we have? 2 I2 plus I3 by I3 minus I1 into I2. Okay. Now this is 2 by 4 substitute the values. 2 into I2 is 2, I2 is 4 plus I3 is what? I3 is 16 by 16 minus I1 is 2 into I2 4. Clear? Okay, now here F1 is I1, here it is I1. Okay, now I1 value is what? 2. Now 1 by 2, 2 into 4 8, 16, 24, 24 into 2 by 50, 6, 2 ones, 2 12s, 2 1, whatever it is, you can cancel this is, you will get 28. So 12 by 28, this is equal to 3 by 7, 4 3s, 4 7s. Next 30. A circular loop carries a current I. It placed in a radial magnetic field B naught as shown. The magnetic force on the loop is. So total length is 2 pi r. Then F is equal to BIL sin theta. So like this. If you take a small element here, current acting like this, current in this direction, field is acting in this. What is the angle? 90 degree. If you add these all small elements, what do you get? 2 pi r. So BI 2 pi r theta is 90. This question is what? 38 question. Understand? Next 39. 39 is what? 3 long straight parallel wires carrying a current are arranged as shown in the figure. The force experienced by L length of middle wire is. Same procedure. First conductor, second conductor and third conductor. This is question number 39. Okay, this is carries 2 I naught, I naught, I naught. This is I1 is 2 I naught, I2 is I naught, I3 is I naught. Now they are asking the force experienced by L length on middle wire. So here they are asking force experienced. Then first we need to find magnetic field at this point. So due to and separation given as D and D and D. First wire field at this one, P1 is equal to mu naught. What is the current here? 2 I naught by 2 pi D. Clear? And this wire field at this point, B2 is B3 is equal to mu naught I naught by 2 pi D. So both fields, one field is moving in, another field is coming out. In this, which field is acting more? 2 mu naught by 2 pi d, mu naught by 2 pi d is same. 2 I naught and I naught. 2 I naught will dominate. So net field we can write B1 minus B2. So subtract. Take it common, mu naught, I naught common, 2 pi d is common. This is 2 minus 1. So then this is mu naught, I naught by 2 pi d. Now this is the field acting on this wire. Then force on the wire is equal to field at this point and current and length. So field is mu naught I naught by 2 pi d is the field. What is the current passing through this conductor? I naught and length is L acting perpendicular sine 91. So this is F is equal to mu naught I naught square L by 2 pi d. Check the option. Mu naught I naught square by 2 pi d. Second option is correct.